Good morning, YouTube. Hopefully this mic picks up everything better than the phone itself. Anyway, so I'm out here this morning. It's another morning on the farm. Every morning I do a couple of things. I water all the plants, and I will be showing you all the plants here shortly and telling you about them. But I'm going to water while we talk a little bit. So every morning I come out and I water the plants, assuming that it has not rained in the last, 12 hours or so. It's getting warm during the day, so, water evaporates and such. So I come out and I water the plants. Woo! Step out of my shoe and almost fall. That's terrible. Anyway, and then I put away the hose. Every once in a while I water a cat who tries to get in my flower beds and tear things up. Anyway, and then I go down and I collect eggs from chickens. So, let me tell you about my plants before I go put the hose up. We have two beds out here. This one's a 10-foot long bed, and this one is a 16-foot long bed. And in this 10-foot long bed, we have 6 strawberry plants, some of which have shooters, and the rest of which we'll get them eventually. See, there's one right there. See, that's a shooter. There's a shooter. This little dude just needs to be in the dirt. Get in that dirt, you. There. Anyway, there's a shooter there. There's a couple over there. Anyway, here's said cat that likes to get in the beds. That's Hawkeye. Then we come to this 16-foot bed. On this end, we have volunteer plants that we dug up. You can see they're suffering from a little bit of shock. They should pop back pretty quick, I hope. This is all dill. And then we have 4 pots of lavender, 3 pots of lemon balm, a spearmint, some wildflowers, parsnips, 4 pots of parsnips, 4 pots of hibiscus. Dude, stop. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Then we have all of the vegetables that the farmer plans to plant. Peppers, tomatoes. I really am not sure everything that he's planting, and not everything is labeled, but there you go. Now, after I water, like I said, sometimes you have to water a cat to make him stop. You can see, I see you. There's another kitty. That's Captain America. This is Hawkeye. You can see my little clothesline impromptu. This is what I use inside to dry unmentionables that need to be line dried. But I don't have a clothesline yet. We're saving towards it because I don't want to pay for it, with credit. I got plants up here that need watering too. Anyway, I have this one who's everywhere, and eventually I'm going to put in those flower beds, there's one on either side, put some of these cutoffs. But I'm not going to do that today. I have enough else on my plate that I don't have time to play with plants like I want to. Anyway, I got to drag the hose back up here. This is 2 times the hose until we get the water fixed in the garden bed spot. And we will eventually have a hose. Actually, we'll have soaker hoses down there. Anyway, anywho, ignore the little cords you see. Nothing's wrong. My neck just hurts, and so I have a TENS unit on it. In the hopes, you know what I need? The basket to collect eggs. I forgot to bring it out here. Anyway, I have a TINS unit on my back in the hopes that it stops some of the pain and I don't have to take any pharmaceuticals. It's not an unusual thing for me. I had a migraine and it sort of migrated into neck pain. Anyway, that's really neither here nor there. I did not even take the eggs, some of the eggs that I collected yesterday, out of the collection basket and into the basket where they stay. I don't know if you can see this on camera because it's not a clean egg yet. Do you see the little wrinkles in that shell? We have a hen that evidently is a bit rough on the eggs and sits on them. And the little crinkles in the shell are where it cracked and healed itself in production. I guess that wouldn't mean she sat on it. Must mean somehow it cracked before it was laid. Anyway, I find it interesting. They're very weird looking eggs, but I'm told they taste like every other egg. So, interesting little note that can happen in case you didn't know. You'll never find one of those in a store-bought egg. Anyway, all right, now it's time for the one dog, and cats to follow me. Though most of the time, sorry, itchy spot. Most of the time it's just the two cats. The little orange cat doesn't follow me. Hello, Athena. How are you, ma'am? You want to say hello to YouTube? Hey. She doesn't like the camera. And I think it's hilarious that the great big dog is afraid of the camera. Anyway, maybe she's just camera shy. She just wants you to know she's here. She doesn't want to talk to you. Sorry about that. Maybe she's just a rude puppy. Anyway, or maybe she's still got a headache. Yesterday she ran face first into the car, like the side of the car. Anyway, so then I go and get eggs. Now here shortly, I am filming this toward the end of March. And here shortly, I will start making a bit of a longer walk. It'll take me a little while longer. I don't walk as fast as I used to with these knees. But I will have to walk and, check on fruits and that sort of thing as well. Muscadines typically aren't ready until, August-ish. But blueberries start to be ready pretty quick. And they're ready throughout the whole season. We get little bits at a time. And then we freeze them. There's a whiny dog behind me that doesn't realize he can follow me. She can follow me. I'll be right back. Anyway. And there's a cat who every time I stand still thinks he needs to climb up my leg. Y'all, my life is weird here on this farm. I don't know if you've noticed that, but my life is really weird here on this farm. Anyway, so I'm going to come out here and I'm going to gather eggs. Yesterday it had been a couple days since we gathered and we got 13 eggs. So I'm curious to see how many we get now. The weather is warm in the afternoon, but it's cool in the morning. Today I have a lot of cleaning to do in the farmhouse. Bathrooms have to be cleaned, right? So do kitchens, and mine is a disaster. So I'll be doing that work today. So I'm dressed as one who might work. Woo! The dew is cold. I'm dressed as one who might have to work and get dirty. Hello, chickens. I got the one chicken that just stares at me. All right, 2 eggs on this side. Way to go, ladies. I don't know if it matters if you congratulate the chickens on their egg production, but I like to pretend it does. Mostly because if I stand out here talking to myself, I look crazy. But if I'm talking to the chickens, it's just a sweet, kooky thing that the farmer's wife does. You know what I mean? Anyway, moving right along. Let's see how many are on this side. 4. So today we get half a dozen eggs. Well, so there's that. Anyway, oh look. The cat's with me again. At least he's not trying to climb up my bare leg. So I have on shorts and this little kind of tank top. I do teach later today, and I will put on something over said tank top to look a little more professional. When I get back inside, I'll do things like my makeup and that kind of thing too, just because I am a professional, even if I work from home. I hadn't done it yet because I wanted to get out here and get eggs before it got too hot. Normally, oh, I just kicked a cat accidentally. Sorry, buddy. Stop walking in front of me, okay? Anyway, my normal morning routine is get up, shower, fix hair, and then I make my coffee and read my Bible. And then I do my makeup and brush my teeth and all of those things. Well, I'm a little out of order today. I laid in bed longer than I normally do because it's the odd Thursday that I don't have to go somewhere early in the morning. Normally I teach in McGee on Thursdays, but I taught in McGee on Monday this week. So it's an odd Thursday that I have off. And so I could take a little bit of a leisurely morning to just lay in bed and kind of relax. And yesterday was kind of a rough day, so I'm glad that I did it. But it has kind of put my morning schedule off a little, and that's okay. So I'm going to head back in the farmhouse. I'm going to put away the eggs and wash my hands because I know in my head that it's not poop, it's dirt, but it looks gross and it feels gross to my fingers, and I'm kind of a clean freak. So then I'm going to clean my bathroom. Actually, no, I'm going to put away the eggs, wash my hands, and then I'm going to make my coffee because I've done this whole video without coffee. Now that explains some of the crazy that you've heard, huh? Anyway, so I'll make my coffee, read my Bible, and then I'll put on makeup and some sort of moisturizing lipstick that's wonderful. I don't know what color yet, but it'll definitely be the moisturizing lipstick because my lips are a little dry. And the moisturizing lipstick works well. If you don't know, I sell Mary Kay. It's something I do because I love the product, not because I ever thought I'd make a living at it. But if you're interested to know more, drop me a comment below. I'll be happy to share with you. But I love the moisturizing lipstick. Now you know. Anyway, so I'm going to get back in here. Here we are, back at the farmhouse. Dogs and cats alike. Y'all stay out here. I don't need you inside. You're good. The cat typically tries to follow me. So I'm going to put the eggs away. I have 6 left from yesterday and 6 from today, so we're back up to a dozen. I sold 5 dozen eggs yesterday, and I still have a dozen sitting here. And we don't have many chickens, y'all. I'm thrilled to say that we're going to be able to offer eggs for sale for a while because we're getting more laying hens here shortly. Anyway, so let me say, from my messy farmhouse kitchen to wherever it is you call home, thanks for watching us here at Big Family Little Farm. We really appreciate that you tune in, and I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful, whatever day this shows up on your feed. Bye, y'all.